A little carol certainly puts you in that festive mood. December 25 is just around the corner, but leading up to the day, we remind you to share with the less fortunate. Hello, I am Adrian Atkinson, and you're watching Jamaica Magazine. On the show today, Christmas treat for all seniors, getting those pigs ready for market, and securing your software system against hackers. Stay with us for the full details.
This is one time we don't want you to laugh.
Staying safe on the road is a serious thing.
Mr. Taxi driver and bus driver, take time, man. People, so one-stop driver and come off.
Cyclists, motorcyclists, pedestrian, all road users using the head.
Only if you use cell phone and drive. No, man.
Idiot thing that.
Road safety is no laughing matter.
Because we want you to be around
and laughing with us for a long time.
A message from the National Road Safety Council and National Health Fund.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, December 14. Residents of West Kingston who suffered damage and losses as a result of the 2010 security operations are being urged to come forward to claim their compensation. Portfolio Minister Delroy Chuck says some 418 payments have been approved, which are to be deposited to bank accounts once the requisite documentation is completed. Close to 1,000 files were examined over 9 months by a 3-member compensation committee that was established by the government. Subsequently, Cabinet approved approximately $200 million to be paid out to aggrieved persons. Minister Chuck has instructed beneficiaries to visit the restorative justice centers in Tivoli Gardens and Denham Town to start the process. To date, 42 persons have provided the information necessary to process payments.
The funds are available, so no one needs to say when is the money going to come. Parliament in the supplementary budget last week, Wednesday, approved it. We hope that once we get all the information, which we hope will be by Monday, that we can make all the payments during 2017.
Additionally, Minister Chuck says $20 million will be made available to the Member of Parliament in order to restore buildings and other property damaged during the operation. The $200 million figure was put forward by the Compensation Committee, which was established to investigate all claims brought by aggrieved persons and to determine the compensation payable to injured persons and to the personal representatives of deceased persons. Mr. Chuck was addressing a press conference yesterday to provide an update on the status of the implementation of the Tivoli recommendations and the Compensation Committee. Sport Minister Olivia Grange accepted a donation of outdoor gym equipment valued at US $5,000 from China Harbor Engineering Company, Czech, at the Emancipation Park yesterday. Minister Grange says the donation supports the ministry's goal for a more active and healthier society as outlined in the sports policy.
The national sports policy is geared towards fostering greater participation in sport, promoting intellectual and physical health, enhancing social and economic well-being, and creating a healthier and more productive labor force.
The gift comes on the heels of the Ministry of Health's initiative Jamaica Moves, a response to the urgent need for Jamaicans to get the required amount of physical activity and nutrition needed to maintain a healthy lifestyle and prevent non-communicable diseases.
This gift will go a far way in our efforts to build a culture of physical activeness. In Jamaica, we have an old saying, one hand can't clap and many hands make the work light. I hope you understood what I just said. It means that we all need help, and when we work together, we achieve more.
The equipment are to be installed at Emancipation Park. The Agriculture Ministry has implemented drastic measures to combat the frosty pod rot disease, which is a major threat to the cocoa industry. Agriculture Minister Carl Samuda made the announcement yesterday at a media briefing, noting that the frosty pod rot disease has affected all parishes with the exception of St. Thomas. A ban has subsequently been imposed on the transportation and distribution of cocoa across the island. Persons caught carrying out these illegal acts will be fined.
The public is not allowed to move or dispatch from or move into any area of Jamaica any cocoa pods, plants, seedlings, cuttings, plant produce, products, plant-related material, or related articles. So in other words, you can't move across borders and go into a cocoa field. It's against the law.
The minister also said after works have been completed in the clearing of fields in St. Catherine, St. Mary and Clarendon to eradicate the disease, the cocoa industry in the parishes will be suspended for a 3 to 5 year period. Still on agriculture, there should be no shortage of vegetables for the Christmas season. Agriculture Minister Carl Smuda says measures were implemented to avoid a shortage amidst concerns on the impact of the recent rains which have been affecting the production of vegetables. Among the measures, certain crops will be imported such as carrots, sweet peppers, lettuce and tomatoes.
I want to add one caveat to that. It is based on the demand. We don't run shop. We don't have any grocery store, we don't have any supermarkets. So we are here to facilitate the trade. And so unless we are made aware of the demands of the trade, there's precious little we can do, and we're not about to import large quantities of these items and store them.
Minister Samuda also said that his ministry will be monitoring sales to ensure that there is no price gouging throughout the season. And finally, more than 3,400 residents in St. Elizabeth now have access to water. This because the Trenell water supply system in Magotty has been commissioned into service. The beneficiary communities are Trenell, Retirement, Hominy Hall, Bethsalem, and Maroon Town. The project was funded at a cost of $24.8 million by the Caribbean Development Bank, the Basic Needs Trust Fund, and Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF. The funding was used to construct a chain-link perimeter fence, rehabilitated 80,000-gallon tank and catchment area, along with the installation of a sand filter and chlorination system. Minister without portfolio in the Agriculture Ministry, J.C. Hutchinson, lauded the project's partners and stated that efforts will be made to extend the water supply to other areas of St. Elizabeth.
In this area, has been said, water is life. And I helped out with some pipes, bringing it down to some area here in Trenell. And I want to see if we can continue to see if we can extend the pipes.
Managing Director of JSIF, Omar Sweeney, says the government is committed to the continued development of the quality of life of every Jamaican.
Having the water enables now better, more productive activities by women and children, especially in the households. And so this is the type of upliftment that we want to see with this type of investment.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
Pork is a popular meat to consume at this time of year. Government and local farmers are ensuring that there is adequate supply for the market. One way is through the work and impact of the Ebony Park Heart Academy's Piggery Division.
In 2012, government implemented a supply management regime to reduce the importation of pork meat. And today, the Ministry of Agriculture is reporting steady growth in the pork industry. Pork imports reduced by more than 38% at the end of 2014, coming from imports of over 3 million kilograms in 2011. The period also showed no imports of finished ham or pig parts for the production of ham. This has helped to secure the investments of local pig farmers. And to ensure that the local demand is satisfied, the Agriculture Ministry is assisting with the production of pigs through the Piggery Division of the Ebony Park Heart Academy in Clarendon. This state-of-the-art facility produces up to 125 pigs per month. Here, the selected breed of pig is raised in an air-conditioned like temperature.
The type of animals is a cross between a Yorkshire and a Landrace. And what happens, we get a F1. So all the animals inside here, they are F1 gills. And this area is a cool area because we have a cool cell system. It operates like the AC system with the fans that assist it to move cool air through the pen, and it cools down the animal because pigs normally operate best at temperatures of 55 degrees Celsius.
The breeding process is done through artificial insemination, and this is done twice daily. A number is then given to the animal to represent the time at which it was bred. And within approximately 4 months, piglets are born.
This genetics, it is favored by most persons because you get a large litter size and the growth rate is very high. So you have litter size up to 17, and within 6 month times you have pigs growing up to 100 pounds and probably over.
Special care is given to these little ones. Within 24 hours after birth, they are processed. Their needle-like teeth are clipped to prevent them from hurting each other and their mother during feeding. The tails are also clipped for safety reasons because you know they can easily pull on it or bite it during play. One aim of the facility is to produce infection and disease-free pigs. The males are also castrated to prevent breeding through natural contact. This piggery facility has 3 areas. First is the gestation or breeding area. 2 weeks before the gilts give birth, they are transferred to this section.
They spend normally 1 month around here, and when we wean the piglets, they go to the nursery area, and the sows go back to the gestation area to be bred again, and they normally come on to eat 5 to 7 days after they have been weaned or the piglets have been removed from them.
The last of the 3 areas is the nursery, and it does not have any cool cell system. The reason for this is to get the piglets adjusted to regular temperature in preparation for their transfer to other farms.
So when farmers buy them, they won't have any difficulty with them, or the animal won't be stressed, so they won't get slim or anything like that. And they normally spend 8 weeks here, and then they are shipped to other locations for fattening. Farmers buy them also for pig production.
The Ebony Park Heart Academy Piggery Division has been making a difference in the pig pork industry, supplying farmers with improved breed stock, contributing to agriculture and the economic development of the country.
This helps to sustain the pig industry by providing farmers with a production line, so they can always come to Ebony Park and buy pigs. Oh, and the turnaround time is really quick, so they benefit from it, and the profitability is great.
Nobody want to plant the corn. Everybody want to read the band. Who you are go blame it on when it's a next man you are deep in pan? Well, you're wrong.
Farmers, let us be serious about predial larceny. It is affecting all of us. If you are aware of incidents of predial larceny, make contact with your local police station or call Crime Stop at 311. Predial larceny is everybody's business.
No mind if me stall. Them no business if me back against the wall. This a living sometime making me ball. Seems like there ain't no love after.
With the internet revolutionizing easy access to information, online shopping and banking, businesses and individuals must ensure that sensitive data is protected. Our next feature shows you how to identify weak areas where possible breaches by intruders may occur and ultimately take steps to secure your software systems.
Protecting your business goes far beyond securing the physical structure. It involves more than just securing goods and other assets inside the building. In this day and information age, locking your doors and hiring security personnel alone won't cut it. If you're like most businesses today, using electronic databases, doing e-commerce, an invasion by unauthorized persons could put a temporary or permanent halt to your business.
We all know what happens if when a breach happens, and sometimes you can never recover. It destroys life, information is compromised, or information is destroyed.
Today, we're talking about software protection and providing you with the information you need to better protect sensitive data. Your website has been hacked, your information stolen. You immediately think it's a weakness in your network. But according to research from the U.S. National Institute of Standards, 92% of all security breaches occur because of application or software vulnerabilities and not network vulnerability. In simple terms, here's what that means. This is your data. This is the application or software used to protect it. This is your network that is used to coordinate and carry out activities, and this is your business. Now, experts say your data becomes exposed when unauthorized persons or hackers get past your network and reach your software system.
Take, for example, a bank. And if this bank, who we entrust with our confidential information, coming through the front door of the bank, certainly need to protect that. Getting past the teller, certainly need to protect that. But imagine now you get the information about you and I. This is the area we are concentrating on.
And rightly so, because this level of breach and exposure of not only customers' private information, but information on the operation of your business can potentially cost you revenue, lead to a bad reputation, and loss of confidence. Having a well-secured software system then is a must. The best way to get the process started and achieve tangible results is to construct a security gate. This is an added reinforcement around your software, making it harder for intruders to get in.
There are some key building blocks that you need to have in your program suite to ensure that person does not get access to your programs and be able to easily manipulate them. And those are really stringent programming steps.
This gate will give you a true test of the strength of your security measures. It will also highlight security threats before they happen. Program developers play a critical role in the setup of software systems, and experts tell us that their job is not to focus solely on the usability, so proper training is important.
A big part of our educational process here is to kind of shatter those assumptions and get an orientation towards thinking about how an attacker thinks. They have a completely different view of these applications. Their view is completely different. They're looking not for functionality, but for vulnerabilities.
At a government-endorsed secure software development lifecycle training seminar, young professionals were brought up to speed with global and national threats and how to incorporate advanced technology in their applications. Seminar participants were also given a refresher on the dangers of complacency, the risks for businesses and individuals who relax and think their network is safe.
Let me give you a really good example. The most common password used today is password. The second most common password is 123456. And so as a developer, if you assume that somebody's password is secure, and yet you've got a significant portion of your users using the same password, i.e. password, then that provides an open door for an attacker to use those accounts to attack your system.
The internet has revolutionized how we operate in the world, right? And what it has done is that bad and good. It has created all this window of opportunities and a window to your business. But what it allows easily now is someone to come to your website and to gain access from that website to your core business software that run in the business.
And so, organizations, especially state entities, are encouraged to build an awareness among staff and their key stakeholders to build and coordinate security measures with their ICT partners.
We need for persons, I said it before, that at the CEO level to understand that there are real dangers in how persons can get access to data, especially in the public sector. I mean, if you think of it, the Registrar General Department, the Passport Office, all of these agents are critical. If persons breach them, the ports, then you can have serious problems nationally. And we need to have a heightened awareness of all the possibilities of danger that is out there.
With this in mind, government has taken steps to amend the Cybercrimes Act to include harsher punishment and make provisions for offences that are similar to cybercrimes. With government playing its part, it's now up to you to ensure that you constantly evaluate your software security and create a plan for long-term protection. Don't be caught napping. Get software security conscious. Protect your business.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Bring everything you can, all right? Yeah, man. Right?
Okay, bring
all right, good.
All right, then.
Take care, bye. Christmas is truly a wonderful time to share with family and friends, but it can turn into a stressful occasion if not planned carefully. So don't try to plan and execute a family dinner all by yourself. Get others to contribute in cash or kind to take the pressure off you. For those of you with large families, it may be impossible to give each person a gift. So don't leave yourself broke trying to facilitate everyone. Also, if you want to buy things to give your home a new look, think carefully. Do you really need a new set of curtains? If you buy them, will you have enough money left to tide you over to your next paycheck? If the answer is no, walk away, no matter how pretty they are. Remember, if you don't have to spend it, just don't. The holidays are here to be enjoyed, not to be regretted later by bad choices. Happy holidays from the GIS family to yours.
It's the most wonderful time of the
The Christmas season is about sharing and spreading love to all, doing deeds that will lift the spirit of those around us, especially the most vulnerable. Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his wife Juliet Holness feted senior citizens from homes in the corporate area recently. We have the highlights.
I'm very happy this afternoon to have you here on the grounds of Vale Royal to have some lunch, and I do have a few goodies, and we can have a nice little conversation. I'll try to move around to all the tables and talk with you. We do this because of the meaning and the spirit of Christmas. It is more for the fellowship of having you all together. It is for me to be able to express to you my own love and appreciation. Many of you would have served your country, served your family, served your communities, and sometimes, you probably feel forgotten. But I want to tell you that is not true. We all remember you and we all love you.
You have taken care of us all our lives. From the time we couldn't even do a thing for ourselves. You have always been there to take care of us. And very often, you don't always have children remembering how important it is to take care of their parents in return. I really wish we could do this every single day because you deserve it. We will ensure that every year, while God continues to lend us breath, you will be invited from the various homes for seniors to come in and spend some time with us and enjoy. And we will endeavor to come out as well and see you in your various facilities. All right, so let me do this. I don't sing very well, you know. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes, everybody.
Jamaicans, here are the facts about NIDS. You will not go to prison for not having a national ID. You will not be denied access to public health services or your personal doctor. You will not be denied access to education. And we do not want your DNA or your banking information. Just like the national census, you can volunteer information, but you will not be forced to reveal your private business. You will have over 3 years to get the new ID, and it is free. Don't follow rumors. Get the facts at nidsfacts.com.
And that's all the time we have for you today, but another program comes your way tomorrow. Until then, just click on our website, jis.gov.jm, to stay connected. And while you're online, send your feedback to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm or via tweet at JIS News. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.